Everybody, I'm Elwirfy, and today I wanted to make a video that might need a part 2. We'll see how it goes, depending on the response of this. But I just want to kind of tell a story in this one. If you go back in my videos, you'll see there's 3 videos of me going to PAX, right? Day 1, Day 3, and Day 4, because I didn't get to go to Day 2 because, I don't know. I just didn't feel like going, I think, or like there wasn't anything interesting on Day 2 that I wanted to see. But one of the things I did, I think it was on Day 3, I got in line and I waited to see Jacksepticeye, right? And it was really cool because this is the first time I'd seen, any famous or big YouTuber. And I actually remember while I was waiting in line to see Jacksepticeye, Markiplier actually walked by, probably to go see Jack, behind the stage and stuff, because Markiplier was also there. But I saw him walk by with, he needed security and all that, and I remember watching everyone just kind of lose their shit, and I don't know, that's not really... I mean, I appreciate you guys if you like me, but please don't idolize me. I don't want, you guys to, look at me and think, oh, wow, he's, above everyone else, or he has some sort of godlike power or something. I'm just a guy, right? Just like him, just like Jacksepticeye. He's just a guy. I mean, I'm pulling up his channel here because, continuing the story, so after we, after Markiplier walked by, everyone was super hyped. That was awesome. Waited in line for 3 hours just because, I don't know, it's the first time I've seen a YouTuber who's famous and shit. So I was like, hey, why not? But I wasn't going nuts. So I remember we went into the room, and it was this really big hallway or kind of like a gallery, I guess you could say. There's a stage in front, 3 rows, kind of like at the Oscars, how you see. And I got to sit on the edge, but I was kind of towards the front, so I was able to still see him pretty clearly, I could see his face and stuff. I don't know, and I remember sitting there and I was thinking, yeah, this is nice, but I don't know, I'm not talking to him, and he's never going to remember me, right? Because when you're this big, and I have millions and millions of subscribers, like how I talked about with streaming, how if you have too many people watching your stream and the chat zooms by, you're not really reading it, so it's really hard to keep up. Same principle here, I was just one out of many, many people in a crowd, and I remember there was a point where there was the questions, right, where you get to ask questions, and we get in line. I didn't get in line because I was nah, I'm not gonna, it's just not me. Because I'm sure because I could tell there were a lot more people who were into him than I was. Maybe it's just because of the way I view famous people, but I don't know. I don't go crazy about that kind of stuff. So anyway, so one of the people who got in, there's this girl, I don't know, she looked like she was, I don't know, hopefully in her 20s or so. I couldn't really tell. But I remember she, hopefully she wasn't a minor or anything weird like that, because she went up to the microphone and she asked, Jack, hey, can you hug me? And I remember Jack kind of, looked at his security team, and the security team looked at him, and they're like, no. And then he's like, fuck it. And he jumped off the stage, and he ran up, and he went and hugged her. And then the whole room went in, this big applause, right? Everyone went crazy as hell, and it was nuts. And then he hugged another person as he was heading back on the stage, because the person just stood up and held their arms out. And God, that's really nice, and I really do think, for those people, I'm sure that was the greatest moment of their lives or something like that. But I don't know. It's not for me. I don't want to be negative. I hate being negative, honestly, but because I really do admire what he's done in the community he's created of positivity and stuff. But I don't know. I don't think I'd really want strangers just wanting to hug me just because they seem to know me more than they think. Because after the camera turns off, I go back to my life, and you guys go back to your lives, and everything goes back to normal. I don't know. I'm down to be, friends with other creators and stuff, and I think as the community grows, as it builds, hopefully, again, we still want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate having an audience and all that, but I don't want to be considered some godly idol above everyone else. I guess is kind of the point of the video. I want to be just myself, and I want to be able to talk to you guys like a person, and I can't really do that. My content style straight up just doesn't work. If you guys view me as being some sort of higher force that is somehow going to solve your problems or something, because I'm not sitting here claiming to do any of that. My advice is meant to be helpful, but it's not a hard and fast rule. You could listen to all my videos over time and then be like, you know what, this isn't for me, and do your own thing, and that's great. You know what I mean? Do you? Or shoot, follow my stuff by the letter, see how it turns out. I haven't tested this. I'm just going off of what I've experienced in my own life. So I guess kind of part of this is I don't want to be misleading, right? I don't want to sit here and make you guys think that I'm somehow have more knowledge than anyone else, or that I'm somehow supposed to be bigger than what is kind of being shown here. But yeah, Jacksepticeye, he was, I think seeing him and seeing that reaction in 2014 of people going absolutely batshit crazy for him made me realize that I want to keep my YouTube channel really me. You know what I mean? Like, I've tried the style of, oh, hey, let's be bubbly. Oh, hey, let's go be crazy and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just not who I am. It's not. And hopefully you're still willing to be fans. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying not to be a fan. You know what I mean? Fans are great. But don't get, like, culty and obsessive. You know? That'd be really rough. Because you know, like, if you... I would hate for someone to need these videos to get through the day. Like, it's hard to say because people aren't really willing to talk like this normally. But I don't want you to be dependent on me. If you need my videos to just, like, function, I don't know. I think you should find someone else who can promise a more consistent schedule. I know I upload every day right now, and I'm committed to doing that because I like it. It's fun. It's what I enjoy. But there might be a time when I don't want to do that anymore, especially if we don't succeed. You know, like, say in another 2 years we still aren't at 1,000. I don't know. Once I get to like 15 years of making YouTube videos without any success, I think that's a good time to quit. I'm not willing to do this forever because I have to live my life, you know. So yeah, let me know if these videos are like that important, and I can recommend some people who I think are better at uploading than me and are more consistent than me. Like Jack, you know, he's great to watch, but he's super famous. You know, everyone probably knows who he is. I can recommend some smaller YouTube channels that I watch that upload consistently, that make me happy and stuff, especially if I'm like feeling sad or something, or like I'm feeling just kind of not in the mood. So, yeah, I know. It's weird, right? Like, as we come to the end of the video, like, I know most creators might not talk the way I do in the idea of like, or heck, there's even some creators, right? This is important. There's some creators who say that, oh, you know, I don't want you to go nuts over me, but really it's like, you know, tongue in cheek, like, oh no, I'd love it if they went absolutely batshit. And I'm not being sarcastic here. I'm not good at being sarcastic, just straight up. I'm not good at telling jokes. That's why I try not to tell jokes in general. If I do accidentally make a joke, good for me. Let me know if I made a joke, but I don't know. I want to have a community, right? I always talk about wanting to build up a community of people. I don't want a bunch of fans. I don't want, like, a cult of people. I just want a community, you know? And to me, a community is defined as a group of people coming together to enjoy the same things and have good discussion about different topics. It's not my full definition, but that's, as I'm making this, the definition I'm going to be using in the context of this video. And context is important. Please, can we try and be a little nuanced? So yeah, don't go nuts. Because I'm going to keep making videos. I have a lot more videos I want to make, a lot of ideas, but please don't turn it into some crazy cult. Okay? Great. I think we're on the same page. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I'm Elwirfy, and I will definitely be seeing you guys next time. Take care, everyone.